EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, a big crowd on hand. They love American football here in the English capital. We're underway from Wembley. And they will not get... Chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. Look at the big fella go. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A big play there on the first play of the game. 43 yards.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They work now on 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bucs 21-yard line.
A play fake. Now Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll run with Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now Penix. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. He'll try and do this himself. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Like any team plan, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. Pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He could also be a weapon downfield as well.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Run.
Yes. Hello. What can I do for you?
Now Mayfield. It's caught by Mike Evans. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Mayfield now. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Mayfield looks to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
And that's a tough one for the defense because the coverage was good downfield. He was forced to work his way out of the pocket to his right, spotted his man on the sideline, and got it to him to pick up the 1st down on 3rd down.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin from 19 yards away. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Falcons 3. Chase McLaughlin.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Here's Devin Tompkins on the return. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
They're on the 16-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now he's loose up the left sideline. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to come
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. That's out quickly to London. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. They'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, they pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Atlanta.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Penix. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either. Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That went out wide and intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. Following the interception, Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete. Xavier Watts on the coverage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Good. 180. Regular, regular. Alert, 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 alert. Run, run, run. Stop.
Here's Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mayfield. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll get it down here to the 43. To throw, Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Up, up, good. 180. What's that?
Throwing, Mayfield. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
180. Hey, we're 33. What's that?
Mayfield to throw it. That's going to be caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Emeka Egbuka, 29 yards. And the Bucs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
Buccaneers 17, Falcons 3.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Second down and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
To the air, Penix. Looking for London on the out route complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down.
First down, Falcons.
Robinson up the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll go play action here with Penix. Looking deep here for Mooney. And he's got it inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Darnell Mooney, 54 yards. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10.
Buccaneers 17, Falcons 10.
Boy, it's only a one-score game. Third quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, but it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
From the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Falcons. Darnell Mooney. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal.
20, Falcons 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking middle, and he's got Ibuka. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Run. Keep. Alert. 180. What's up?
They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's got Ibuka. That's complete. Down the right sideline. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Emeka Ibuka with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Bucs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
It's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 21.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 21, here's 2nd down and 8.
Here we go. Half to 60.
A play fake. Now Penix. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Now they'll audible to something else. Now Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. An audible here to get a new look.
It's now 4th down.
They are going for it. Penix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Mayfield on play action. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. From the end zone, here's Devin Tompkins. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. In this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Gain of 15. First down, Atlanta.
They'll throw with Penix. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. This 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On the draw, Robinson. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The Falcons on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Penix. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Robinson. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, 57 yards. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
How about the vision on the run here? This one's intended to just be a straight dive up the middle. But once he gets through traffic, he sees that the open space is to the outside. So he's just going to angle himself out wide and win the race to the pylon.
Falcons 24.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Baker going to give it to Irving. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Real. 180.
Now Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
180. Kings. Hey, alert. Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Point it right. Run. Pistol. Hurry.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
180.
Mayfield. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
1st down and goal to go.
Mayfield going to switch things up here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Here's Mayfield. Touchdown! Rashad White taking it in. And the Buccaneers are able to add on to that lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
24. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Hand off now to Robinson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.